Is it weird me being on the show all by myself? How do you guys feel about that? I feel it's kind of weird. Like I don't have the boys with me sometimes. I mean, Dennis will be here in about 5-10 minutes, but still, it's kind of weird, I think. In any case, hi. Welcome to Wednesday, November 20th, his Friday, really his end of month, I think, because I don't think he's not working next week. It is weird, right? I think it's weird. I don't know. I just feel like I blather a lot when I'm by myself. Although I was really on a tirade yesterday. I love doing the Mehmet show. Although, can you even imagine? I got like a warning for the friggin' All By Myself song that I sang so horribly at the beginning of the show. I got like a copyright thing or something from Brazil because of a Celine Dion song, which it just shocks me. It's like, are you kidding me? There's not even a parody. I literally Googled All By Myself karaoke and that's what came up. And so, yeah, there we are. All right. So yes, Ms. Beaverhausen. Okay. So I'm working a thing. It's not really ready yet because I have a bookshelf that's going right behind me. And then I have a rug that's going on the floor. I'm doing a little bit of a Shining theme. This is my Shining pillow that just came today, as a matter of fact. I recreated this print from the rug that is in the bar and also in the hallway leading to the bar when he meets Lloyd. So I'm trying to do things that are a little esoteric and not like true Shining, stupid, red rum stuff. So just kind of like little hints and little vibes of it, which I will show you at some point. I have sound panels. All my sound panels are up and they're purple and green and black. And then my rug is like completely disparate from this. It's purple, green, and black from room 237. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, right. Totally did the mood lighting, just working a little vibe, whatever. But I still have to put my bookshelf together. I'm a little shiny because I went for a facial today. And it was like a hydrofacial. It's like they put these little suction cups on your face and just like suck out all the shit that's in it. So if I look a little shiny, it's because I'm just positively glowing today. I was going to get a lava lamp, but then maybe my bookshelf when I have it. I whipped out my friend. Oops. I whipped out my friend Pee Wee. And she, so Pee Wee and Cherry, which are my favorites because it's my favorite. Hold on. See his eyes go back and forth. Not too creepy at all. And then Pee Wee, I don't know if he still talks. I've had him for a long time. Oh yeah, he's a little shot, but that's okay. Pee Wee and Cherry are right here on my desk, waiting to get put into the bookshelf when it comes. Okay, so we're gonna talk about Cher today, and sorry, just bear with me 1 second because it's actually a little warm in here. I'm gonna put the fan on. Okay, hang on. Okay, I'm back. Talk amongst yourselves, exactly. Hey, listen, you know what? You're my fam Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays from 8 to 10. So, if I can't chat with you guys about all the stupid shit in life, who can I chat with, right? All right, let's start this shit show. Oh, I forgot to put Instagram live. Shit. All right, let me do that right now. Sorry. Okay. All right, here we are. All right, let's start the shit show. So a couple of the clips are just start of show and stuff like that. And then he goes right into Cher probably around 8 o'clock or so. And the interview went for about an hour and a half. And he got so much shit wrong. So every time he asked a question from his notes, she basically said, no, that's not right. Or no, it didn't happen that way. Or no. So that's kind of what we're going to go through tonight and see where it takes us. Okay, here we go. So here's start of show. Again, it's a mashup and it's horrible, as you would think it would be. I know it's supposed to wear see-through, but I couldn't find anything see-through. I even wore a bra that would be like good for see-through, but I couldn't find anything see-through. Worst mashup I have ever heard in my entire life. Okay, your last show, you guys were a little bit harsh on Cher. She's a legend, and of course she is. Of course she is. There's no questioning that Cher is an icon. I just don't think that Howard is the right vehicle by which to showcase that person. That's all. I don't think he knew anything about her until he read the book. I think he was approached to have her on the show, as Gary said today, like her PR person is a huge Stern Show fan and is also Madonna's PR person, which is how she got onto the show. And so, this is where it's at, where somebody who really doesn't have any interest whatsoever is the one who's doing the interviewing. Okay, so let's move on. So as it turns out today, he wound up being live in studio, and which we all kind of thought was interesting because he kind of made Ronnie really upset because they thought that maybe Ronnie should be flown in because Cher is his absolute favorite human being on the planet. And as I wrote on Twitter today, it's like, okay, so sure. So Gary, can go to the opening of A Paper Bag, and Gary can go to any concert anywhere in the country, and Gary and John Hine and Rashawn can go to a Michigan game, but they can't fly. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I feel like crap, but I'll see how long I can trudge through.
All right. Well, we're talking about Cher, and right now we're talking about how. Do you see my lighting in the background? You see what's going on?
You look amazing. You look as good as I feel bad.
I just got a facial today too.
Oh, good for you.
No, we were talking about how Ronnie was really upset that they didn't even think to invite him to come into the city today to see Cher because that's his.
Why would they? He's just an employee.
Because, well, again, it's because that's his absolute idol. He lives for Cher, and his thinking was, okay, I've been here like 39 years, but it's too big of a deal for you to invite me to come to the show. And I was just saying that, Gary can basically go to the opening of A Paper Bag or to any concert he wants, or go to the Michigan game with John Hine and Rashawn. So and Blit and JD can go to Paris for 5 minutes of content, but they can't spend, $300 so that Ronnie could actually have something that makes his dreams come true.
Oh, well.
I think it's just a little fucked up. That's all. Just a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, clearly it is, but I mean, it's also, they don't all have a favor either.
No. But, and also, let's be fair. I think if Ronnie would have asked, I looked up the fares. Oh, my kayak shut down. I was looking up the fares on kayak, and to fly like next week from Vegas to New York was like $220 round trip.
Nothing.
So yes, you're right, Red Rooster. Ronnie is still the help. That's right. He is. That's right.
Yeah,
they said Super Bowl. They do all of this bullshit, and I think it just wasn't right. I just think it wasn't right. Okay, so let's hear something about that. But he was live in studio today for Cher, and this will come back. This will come back to burn him at the end of the interview, which I thought was pretty funny. So hang on.
I never really analyzed it. I was too busy beating off. I can't believe what just happened to me. I'm here in the Manhattan studios because I want to, sit with Cher, and I'm really excited to meet her. But this really never happens to me. All of a sudden, I was talking to John Hine, and I felt like I had to make a duty. And I felt a strong urge to move my bowels. So.
And so for the next 15, 20 minutes, they went into a shit conversation. And I think talking shit now because James Brolin, when he was in, had a whole declaration about how he loves to take a good shit. So I guess because James Brolin can do it, then by all means, Howard can talk about, everything that has to do with shit and, how he had to bring his wipes in with him because he had a photo toilet there. And I just skipped through all of that.
So no, actually, it's duty, because it's like a 5-year-old. It's duty. And then the other thing is that there was a song for Toto Toilet. It was a advertisement for Toto Toilet.
Toto doesn't need advertisement. There's no way.
It doesn't matter. It was somehow the other. He said
Toto Toilets his entire adult.
I know. So he probably got another free one. So he's like, okay, I'll throw you guys a bone and I'll mention you on the air.
No, I don't.
Nothing is done organically. Nothing is done organically on this show.
Toto Toilet, though, is.
That's why all of a sudden Hydro got mentioned and now they're advertising.
Hydro's definitely advertising. That's for sure.
This is advertising too.
But I have a Toto Toilet, as you know.
Oh, you elitist.
No, listen, all it took, shut the fuck up. All it took was putting an electrical outlet behind the toilet, and then I just bought the seat. And the seat was like $350 or something, and it gets plugged into it gets rerouted, the water gets rerouted into it. And it's like a splitter. Some goes into the toilet and some goes onto the seat because the seat has and
it's electrical.
A chamber underneath it for warm water to shove up your pupik. And I fucking love it. As a matter of absolute fact, when they sent it to me, whoever I bought it from, some stupid building company, it came in broke. And so they said, just throw that one away. We'll send you a new one. So they sent me a new one. And then I took like some epoxy glue and I glued the fucking toilet back together. And so you can't even tell that there was like a crack in it. And now I have 2 Toto toilets because I got
you only have one butthole.
But I have 2 bathrooms, so there's that. And
you go wash yourself out in one and the other.
I got to tell you, there's nothing like it. I mean, a lot of people that come to my house are afraid to use it because they don't like to have water squirting up their ass. And my girlfriend Diane one time came with her boyfriend and she took the remote control and she put it in bed with her. And so when he was on the toilet, she just pressed the button to shove water.
Hello, Frisco.
Hello. Yeah, it scared the shit out of him. And I just thought that was cute because ever since then, I pretty much do that to anybody who stays at my house. All right, so we were just talking about Ron being upset.
Yeah, I can't afford that. I just do the old boa constrictor in the toilet gag.
Is that the outcome or the income? I'm not sure what the boa constrictor.
I don't know. Whatever the snake's feeling like doing that day.
We're talking about Ronnie not coming in for Cher and how fucked up it is of them to not invite him in.
This was and see, the thing is, this is not staged because Ronnie doesn't care anymore. Ronnie is actually quite pissed off. As well he should be. He should be incredibly pissed off.
I know. Okay, so see,
they spent $6,000.
He's the help. But go ahead.
That doesn't matter. 39 years on the show. He's a Buckwall client, and they spent $6,000 on a guitar that is getting abused, and they couldn't spend $800 to fly him in and out of New York.
I just checked Kayak. It was $220. They could have brought him the cheapest way possible. But I was just saying that they sent Gary and Hein and Rashawn to the friggin' Michigan game. They send Richard Christie to the Super Bowl.
JD and Blitt down to Virginia.
Paris.
And to Paris. They've sent them and JD to a Super Bowl.
For content that still has not been aired, which amounted to 5, 10, 3, 6, maybe 12 minutes of Instagram filming.
Correct.
It's ridiculous, but he has a good reason to be upset. Let's play that clip. Hold on.
Yes.
Here's
they could afford a plane ticket, you know.
Oh, what? You wanted to actually come in?
After, 39 years, you could have fucking had me.
Get out of here. Joe will be here.
I knew there was something. I knew there was something under all this rage.
it's so cute because, of course, Robin wasn't in studio either. Howard was live, but Robin wasn't there. And I was remembering because I read it on Reddit today. Somebody had said, "Yeah, but do you remember a while ago when he came in for Bruce Springsteen?" And Gary said, but boss, if you're going to come in for Bruce, which I understand, but then everybody's going to think that you should come in for them. But you know what? Yes, everybody should think that you come in for them. Yes.
James Brolin should be like bad mouthing him up and down a wall because he did his over Zoom.
I love Cher being so snarky at the end of the conversation.
Oh, that was
I didn't realize how snarky she was being, but yeah.
Oh, she was yeah. Well, remember, she is, even at an advanced age, she is still Cher. I mean, she is still
of course.
She's a massive star. I mean, still a massively known star. And she has every right to be as snarky as she was.
She's a decades-long star. She's a superstar. She is she's an icon, and she deserves to be treated with respect.
Hey, listen, after she banged that battleship, she deserves whatever she wants.
Yes. I mean, and it was, her story is pretty interesting. I'm not sure about the hubris.
Not on this show.
That's what I said at the beginning of the show. I just said that he doesn't deserve her. Somebody said, well, Cher's an icon, and blah, blah, blah. I was like, yes, of course she's an icon, and she deserves the best.
Better. She deserves better than this.
She deserves better. She deserves.
This was boring. Actually, she's not a boring person, but my God, he made a boring interview.
Yeah. But
yeah, I mean, it was hard.
I mean, I did learn some things about her that I just learned from the book, like how she started as a backup singer, and she's very funny. She talks as if you should know who she's talking about.
Oh, absolutely.
She'll call like what's his name? Philip. And then Philip said ba, and Philip said, and it's like, the fuck is she talking about? And that's what she's talking about, Phil Spector. Okay, you say that now, but I'm saying
I knew it then because I knew it was Phil Spector because
with everything, every name is like a proper name.
Proper name. And
she just talks as if you know who she's talking about. So just assume that you know these people that are in her life.
Absolutely.
Nonetheless, Howard admitted that he just finished the book this morning, and it's an audiobook. So, and he was reading it all last week, which was bizarre. He probably had to jump off of that so that he could cliff note the James Brolin book, and then went back to Cher. He just finished it this morning. He's such an idiot. So here's him admitting that.
Yeah, okay, that's exactly it. When I was just telling Cher, I listened to the audiobook and I just finished it this morning. And the woman who you read some of the book, yes. And there's a woman who reads the book who sounds so much like you.
Stephanie,
and that's the woman who played you on Broadway.
Stephanie Block.
So she sounds a little old, but that's okay. She's 78. She's allowed to sound a little bit old.
Yeah, I mean, it was over a long period of time. It was kind of hard to listen to her. I mean, it was.
Well, you know what?
The cadence is really.
As I was sitting here on my computer, honestly, I mean, I was just kind of tooling around.
Her inability to actually open her jaw anymore.
Yeah, I do have some video from today.
Look at all the freaking
plastic
Botox and stuff. Like,
she's pulled. Not even Botox. No, she's beyond Botox. She's pulled. She's
like Madame Tussauds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Actually, at Madame Tussauds, it's more realistic than what the current Cher is.
Let's see. What is Uncle Larry saying? Mr. No Censorship deleted Cher's criticism of his practice of doing interviews by Zoom.
He literally deleted the Zoom thing? Wow, what a bitch. What an absolute bitch.
Let me see.
I'm glad you came in. I was pissed off when I found out that you only did it by Zoom.
No, I didn't know why they told you that.
Well, anyway, we're going to come to that momentarily.
Damn.
Let me just show you what she looked like on the Stern Show thing, because there is some of it up now. Okay, here we go. Here's Cher. Hang on, let me present. Let me share my screen with my friends. Please to hold. Stern Show, Cher. Let me share.
Sharing Cher.
Here we go.
I Got You, Babe comes
You
out.
knocked the Beatles off the charts in England.
You had 5 songs in the top 20, which only Elvis and the Beatles had done before.
Right.
So Sonny and Cher
And that
was a
should have gotten us into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame just for that.
Absolutely.
It's I thought, I had a #1 hit for 7 decades. I changed music forever.
Yeah.
And I can't get into this fucking place.
When you came out and said, fuck the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I don't care if I'm
No,
in it.
I said I don't give a flying fuck.
Yeah, I don't care.
And if it wasn't for David,
Geffen.
then they did.
It wasn't for David, David.
Yeah, we all know which David you're talking about.
We all, yeah. I mean, honestly,
Did we really?
David Lee Roth, clearly.
David Crosby. So you could clearly tell that he just finished the book this morning because I swear to you, he got so much wrong.
Oh, it was amazing. Fact that the fact was incorrect.
Everything. So interspliced throughout the entirety of tonight's presentation are going to be wrongs. Okay. So we will start it with wrong number 1. And I have up to wrong number 9, but there's probably a couple more.
Oh, there was many more than that.
Filled in amongst in the conversation. So let's just go. So Cher came in around 8-ish, would you say?
8:08.
Okay. So then they had 10 minutes of commercials. So there was that. And
it was 15 minutes of commercials.
Oh, was it more? 15?
Yes, it was 15 minutes. And
it
wasn't
was 45 minutes,
it was
basically.
2 full songs.
Yeah.
A song parody, a cranky call.
Right. You guys said they're really whipping out all the shit that nobody wants to hear. Just banging it out before the end of the year. All right. Here's wrong number 1. I mean, they just started the interview, so here we go.
Everything was handed to you, and they don't know how you grow up in the poverty that you experienced and your mother putting you in an orphanage.
Not my mom, my dad.
Your dad?
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
What do you mean that's what you mean? You didn't say that.
You said her mom.
Yeah. Let's continue. Let's continue with the wrongness. Here's wrong number 2.
You're so deprived. How could I have a problem? And that's what you experienced.
Yeah.
You weren't allowed to be a person.
Well, that's not exactly true.
And on it went like this. Like,
so
seriously.
Actually, my favorite one, I don't know if you clipped it, is where.
Well, wait. Maybe I did. Don't say anything. Okay. Maybe I did. Now, the interesting thing is that when you Google Cher right now, and you put it into the news feed, Howard's really not mentioned. Cher drops F-bomb live on Today's Show while recounting advice from Lucille Ball. So that seems to be the big. Cher opens up about her new memoir a day ago. Rolling Stone, 5 days ago, 5 hours ago. Sorry, New York Times.
The Daily Beast, that great bastion of great legitimate media.
There we go. Howard Stern tells Cher her memoir made him want to strangle Sonny Bono. Really?
I don't remember hearing that. I didn't hear that during the interview. I must have missed that part.
Without Sonny, there would be no Cher.
No shit. But I never heard her say she wanted to strangle him. I don't remember that. I don't remember hearing that in the interview.
I thought this was interesting, though. Cher reveals she asked son Chaz's permission before including sensitive details in her new memoir. She wanted to say, because they say that when somebody transitions, that their whatever their name was before is their dead name, and she said, "I can't not do this book without talking about chastity." Like you can't,
Well, of course, though, because it only goes up to 1980. So
yes, exactly. And so Chaz said, "Of course you can," and that was that. But we'll come back to Chaz a little later. Let's come back to this just a little later on. Wrong number 3. Here we go.
Cher, I had it so bad, and she would remind you of her horrible life.
True, but it wasn't exactly like that.
Exactly. So it just went on and on and on. Let me do wrong number 4, and then we'll get to some extra clips.
Do you get the sense, I do, maybe I'm reading between the lines, I get the sense that your mother was very jealous of you, that it was hard for you to even enjoy your success in the beginning?
No.
So
no projection much.
The other projection that I don't think you clipped was when it was a little earlier when when people come up to you and say, "Oh, you had it so easy," and Cher just goes immediately like, "Nobody fucking says that to me." Like literally, like she got actually kind of pissed off at that because like, nobody says that to me.
He tries to hone in on the whole mother daughter relationship thing, and he just doesn't seem to get it. And the funny thing is that all these people write these autobiographical books about like how fucked up their lives are, and it's like, hello, welcome to everyone's fucking life.
Exactly.
Everybody's mother fucked with them in some shape or fashion. Everyone. So this is nothing new. The only thing that's different is that everybody else is able to get over it. Everybody,
Except for Howard.
Exactly, except for Howard. That's what I mean.
Looking for mother hunger constantly.
Oh my God, it's so horrible. Let me see. Oh, this was interesting. So, I mean, he's so stupid. I can't even. He wants to say, "Did you ever look at your own daughter, and say, look how beautiful you are?" And then he had to stop himself, forgetting that Chastity is no longer a fucking girl. So here he says this.
You are the most beautiful. You're her daughter. When you look at your own children, don't you sit there and go,
when you look at your own daughter, is what he was saying.
When you look at your own children, don't you sit there and go, you're the most beautiful. You're the most special, because to me, I cherish you. When I hear a mother say, you're not that beautiful, you're not that.
She didn't say that.
Wrong. Literally, what her mother actually said.
Good night. He doesn't feel good. He's just been.
So what his mother actually said, was, you may not be the most beautiful, or the most talented, but you have the ability to succeed. That's what her mother told her.
Right.
And Howard couldn't hear the other part of that. He just heard the negative of it, and he wanted to hone in on the
exactly. And a couple of people who have come in have had really beautiful mothers, not beautiful like in you're such a wonderful person, but just like really attractive mothers. My mother forced me to reenact William Tell, but just mothers who were attractive, and he loves to foist his Ray shortcomings on everybody else, and that's just the truth. And so this whole discussion was projection, like all of it. It's just kind of crazy. So interestingly, and I don't know if you remember this from Monday's show, but let me play this and then we'll harken back to Monday's show. Hang on.
First of all, you say in the book, The Wizard of Oz is one of your favorite movies. And I was thinking, oh, that makes total sense. Because in my mind, when you met Sonny, the movie went from black and white to color.
Yeah, that's yes.
Harken back to Monday. Let's harken back to Monday and play the clip.
My life went from black and white to color when I met Don. I teared up a little bit. I teared up a little.
He teared up on his own words, which he probably stole from reading it in Cher's book.
Yeah,
about the Wizard of Oz.
I got weepy a couple of times while you were speaking.
Sure you did.
So once again, only as good as his last conversation.
Of course,
he's so mentally empty.
Hunted.
It's an empty chasm up there. It's just, it's an echo chamber.
Like Jackie said on his little listening thing on Twitter, it's just kind of amazing that he's referenced The Wizard of Oz like 6 or 7 times just in the last week or so, and clearly it's because of Cher. I mean, that's the only reason.
Exactly.
So the whole black and white to color analogy is kind of weird to me. So then he's talking about how in her early years, and she was a singer, she was a backup singer for a lot of great bands, and things that you would never realize. I didn't know, I didn't know what her history was, but okay.
Did we have to hear the whole freaking
the whole song? I know.
He literally, you have her for an hour and a half because you're not going to get a 2.5 hour interview. No, it's an hour and a half. And he actually wasted 12 minutes playing 60-something-year-old songs to her.
Yeah.
Well, really?
Because she hasn't heard them ever.
Nobody's ever heard these songs.
But he asked this stupid question, of course.
Did you ever say to yourself back in those days, gee, why didn't I play the guitar or even be in the school musical? Or why didn't
the school musical was kind of a thing for me.
Yeah, of course it was, because she sang. And so why didn't I play guitar? Why didn't I learn how to play guitar?
Because I'm a hot, tall girl that can sing.
Cher, God damn it. I don't need to play
Because I'm a hot,
fucking
tall girl
guitar.
that can sing. I don't need to play guitar.
I can just look really, really good. And that's
Sing.
pretty much
And
all I
sing.
need.
Yeah,
It's pretty much
sing.
all I need. I'm Cher, God damn it.
What an absolute idiot. That may have been the stupidest question he asked today. I mean, that literally was moronic. That is like Chris Farley on Saturday Night Live level when he used to do that interview thing. That's the level
so
of question.
cringeworthy. I know. It was like delicious.
That was just so cringy. It's like, because I mean, it's just like,
it was meant to be, though, right? I mean, it was meant to be that way.
No, I mean, he thought he was being deep because, if you add an extra talent, but she didn't need another talent.
And I think she did pretty well, you know.
Yeah, I think she did okay, just being able to sing and looking good.
Yeah,
I think that actually was all right.
I think she was good. Oh, and you know, I don't know if you know this or not, because of course, you know, he has to really feel how you feel. But did you know how fucked up the world is for girls? And he just feels so bad for Cher. He just feels so bad for her life. Here we go. Oh my God. Oh, maybe not.
It's just you were surrounded by a lot of fucked up men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's too much.
Why do you find this unusual?
Because you know what? It's not that I find it unusual. I find it sad about the world. It's just that.
Yeah, but look how great the opportunity is for young women artists now. They're not taking that shit. You know, when I was when I was young, you know, you'd finish your part, either background or a lead vocal, and they just like pat you on the head and go, okay, you guys go shopping.
Yeah.
So she came out and said that basically Phil Spector, when she was doing backup with him, and they never paid her. And so she just did it. But you know what? She's like a 16-year-old who's like out with people. I mean, she was like a groupie
with adults. I mean, they were
like legit adults, like
legit adults. I mean, these are all superstars at that
point. Doing adult men.
And the funny thing is, though, did you cut the clip about how she got paid?
No. What was it, like $10?
So what happened was her Sonny was with, and he went to Phil Spector. He's like, she's not coming back because her mom doesn't think this is a real job. And she's not going to come here. So Phil Spector was paying her, then would pay her $25, which actually wasn't bad back then. No, 1960s, $25 went a long way.
I'm pretty sure that the other backup singers were just a little bit more than that.
Oh, no, I don't think the girls weren't. I don't think they were paying. All the backup singers were just they were backup singers. So everybody else, the band made money and Phil Spector made money. But still, that's how she started getting paid, that they threatened that she wouldn't come back. And then that's how they realized that, you know, and I think that was the start of them realizing they had to pay her.
Right. And then I probably lost interest completely at that point.
I'm sorry. I actually found that kind of fascinating because literally they realized, wait a minute, we got a little leverage here.
Yeah. Here's wrong number 6 as we're going through. Here we go.
Oh, God.
Well, you were like that with I Got You, Babe. I mean, this is an amazing...
No, I wasn't like that with I Got You, Babe.
No, but I Got You, Babe, just so you know.
Produced it, yeah.
Wow. That's why he should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Sure. All right, well, yeah.
I get chills listening to this.
Why? Why do you get chills? Why do you get chills listening to I Got You, Babe?
There's nothing chill-inducing in that song.
Why do you get chills listening to a song from like 1969 or whenever the hell it's from?
I think it was like 65, and honestly, it is just a silly song. I mean, it literally is a silly song, which is fine for a pop song.
Silly boy girl song. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, it's a silly boy girl. There's no chills in that song.
No chills.
Literally no chills in the song.
No chills. Zero chills. Zero chills. Here's wrong number 7.
And you and Sonny are trying to figure out what the hell you're going to do.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. This is Rolling Stones.
And you and Sonny are trying to figure out what the hell you're going to do. And like here again, something magical. The Stones totally befriend you guys. You're hanging with them. You're like in their house with them, right?
No, they wanted to come to our house.
Yeah, you're getting it all wrong. Like it's like everything you're saying is wrong. It's just wrong.
It's amazing that this is a person that's considered a great interviewer, yet he'll get more than half the questions wrong. Like literally not trying to get them to open up about something. It's just that his facts are shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just shit.
Shame on them. Yes, Jeremy. Did he ask her about being on Scooby-Doo? Probably not. Gonna go.
He
with
didn't. Actually, he should have, because Sonny and Cher were actually kind of funny at Scooby-Doo.
They were kind of funny. And, so he went from the music to the movies. I mean, he just went through the whole panoply of, he was trying to bang it up. So it was really weirdly rapid fire too. And it was just horrible.
He cut her off several times.
So many times. So anyway,
several times cut her off. And I'm like,
at some point she was thirsty. So she wanted to have something to drink. And so this little funny exchange happened.
Oh, wait, I have to have something.
Have some water.
Thank you.
I've got so much to talk to you about. So you tell me when you're sick of me, because, I got a million.
Can I go?
Are you already that quick?
Yeah, exactly. Can I go? I wanted to show you guys something fun. Let me play the next clip and then we can talk about this at length.
I was telling a story on the air in the Sonny and Cher hour when you would come out. I was embarrassed to watch it with my parents. I wanted them to leave the room because I wanted to fantasize about you. You know what I mean? You were in one of these spectacular gowns. Back then I was jerking off the girdle ads, and then you'd come out and I could see your stomach. And I mean, nothing turns me on more than your stomach.
And nobody had ever shown their belly button on TV.
No, it was not allowed.
Yeah, what year did that show come out?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna tell you.
Because I love catching him in these lies. These are the best.
Okay, so Sonny and Cher hour started in 1971. So he was already in college.
17. He was senior in high school or college. So he's not jerking off the girdle ads.
Born 1954.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 59, 60.
No, 50, because he's going to be 71 this year. 54 because he's going to be 71 in January.
54, right. So he's like 17-year-old watching Sonny and Cher comedy hour with his parents at home.
17 years old, and he's jerking off the girdle ads at 17.
Every other 17-year-old was basically outside hanging out with their friends and getting high, but not Houchy. Here's like a really cool little vignette. This is season 1, all of her outfit reveals. I'm sure this is what Howard watched because
absolutely. And you know what? He wanted them for himself.
Of course. So I'm not going to play the music because we can't really play the music. No. But Cher would come out with whatever, and she looked really cool too. I didn't realize she's Armenian. It didn't really dawn on me that that's who she was.
Kind of looks that way, yeah.
Yeah, now that I know it. And so, so she, a lot of her outfits were designed by Bob Mackie, who was like a spectacular designer.
Yeah,
but she was a body on her. I mean, she could wear absolutely anything. Absolutely anything.
Even that, and she still looks good. Even that, and she still looks good.
Look at this outfit. Look at what's going on here. She's amazing. So
I mean, there she looks like a friggin' character from Sesame Street.
Like Adam.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you imagine 1971 wasn't really ready for a Cher? Look at that.
No.
Amazing. Amazing.
Well, no, actually, when was the Rowan Martin show on? Because they had what's her name? The blonde. She was kind of in a bikini.
Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn was in the bikinis. About this time is when that loosened up.
To me, but it was like more of like a mini skirt thing that I don't know. She used to wear all those mini skirt dresses. Okay, that's a little extreme.
Yeah, but that's a Mackie special right there.
Oh, it's stunning.
Absolutely, come on.
See, I would want to know if she has any of these outfits. Like, did she save all this stuff? Did she auction it off? Did she, what's her story now? Just amazing. Like just every day, people just would kill for that body, for those outfits. She's so out, she's in. That's like
the thing is, she's actually shaped like a model more than a one-named international supermodel. That's actually how a model is shaped.
Yes,
like
of course.
that.
Yeah, and she was probably so easy to dress too. She's absolutely stunning. All right, all natural. That's exactly right. All natural. Right. No boob jobs or anything like that. I mean, we can't say that much about her now, but so then he asks her about the fact that she used to have parties in her bathroom. I was looking online to see if I could show you Cher's home, and I have to tell you, one time I saw it on some show years and years and years ago. She used to live in Malibu, I think, and she had the most stunning home I've ever, up until that point, had ever seen in my life. Like, it was just fantastical. Let me see if I can find it.
Well, Howard could host parties in his bathroom.
Shit.
Like Bryan Singer parties.
I mean, her homes. Let me see if I can get rid of this.
Hit the down arrow on the corner. See the arrow? No, down on the bottom. The white and the white. Hit that. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, look at this.
Jesus, come on! Wow,
look at this ridiculousness. She just has a.
Oh wow! Look at a Bentley out front.
Yeah, sure. Why not? It's the entryway.
That's the entryway?
Yeah. It's the courtyard. She's always had like it absolutely has Moorish influences. Interesting. Beautiful living room.
It does. The windows are Moorish. See the peaks.
Stunning. I wonder how much money she has. I wonder what her net worth is.
A lot, because...
Lots. Look at that.
Lot.
Look at that. It is...
Wow.
Just stunning. Really, really stunning.
Well, look at that ceiling. Wait. Oh my God. As grotesque as Howard's house is that a bathroom?
Yeah. Well, it's a sink. I don't know where it is, but
it's in an incredibly great room. But as grotesque as Howard's house is, this is the complete opposite.
Well, it's interesting because it is like a very Moorish influence.
Yes.
And I remember her old house had a very Egyptian influence, and it was equally as stunning. Not as cool and contemporary looking as this one is, but it was really just also.
A lot of this is timeless, actually. Because...
Here, limestone walls and custom cabinetry can be seen in the primary bathroom.
That's the bathroom?
Art Deco Egyptian paintings were purchased through Christie's. Yeah, that's a bathroom.
That's a bathroom.
That's a bathroom.
God, Howard's house is a dump compared to this.
He's a piker.
Oh my God, look at that. Wow.
So beautiful, so stunning.
Oh, an infinity pool.
For fuck's sake.
Oh, look at the Egyptian influence there, though. The way the bed, the lounge is.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
It's a beauty. It's a real beauty. So anyway, so Howard
Springs, right?
She's outside Malibu. She's
Malibu. I'm sorry.
I don't even know if she's like maybe bordering on Topanga. I'm not sure where she is.
Topanga.
Topanga, the canyon that you go over right before you.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's her bathroom conversation.
You know what I heard about you? This is so random, but I always had heard, like with your close friends and stuff, you love to entertain at home in your bathroom. Like your bathroom is all tricked out.
He's always heard this.
I was like with girls. That was my old house. Yeah, not everybody. Just like my girlfriends would come over. It wasn't like a bathroom. It was like a living room.
Yeah. Surrounded by your clothing and stuff?
No, that would be in a closet. I don't know where you're coming from. You got another story happening.
Yeah. It's in the closet share. It's in the closet share.
Yeah, he's in the closet.
So hang on. Yeah, this house is it's on the most perfect bluff in Malibu. So that's exactly where it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the Pacific Ocean. I don't know why I was thinking, because just the way the scenery around it though is so like serene. I mean, even the landscaping and all is just kind of relaxed.
Share net worth. Let's see.
It's a lot.
All right, everybody, let's guess. How much do you think Cher's net worth is? Everyone.
Do you want me to go after the chat? Or...
No, I want you to go.
I honestly probably 700 million.
No, that's a lot. That's aggressive.
Well, I'm
being aggressive.
Being very aggressive because she did make a lot of money late in life too.
Autobot Al says 400. Rupert says 50.
The house is worth more than 50.
Brewster says 100. Okay, here we go. 360 million. Nice.
That's not bad.
Not bad shekels. Not
bad.
bad shekels. 6 decades of work. Cher has sold more than 100 million albums, making her one of the best-selling artists of all time. She's had number one song in the Billboard charts for every decade of the past 6 decades. She won an Oscar for Best Actress for her role in Moonstruck. She also co-starred in popular Sunday Cher Comedy Hour and her own show, Cher, in the 70s. Cher's 2002 to 2005 farewell tour was the highest-grossing concert tour by a female artist at the time, earning over $250 million.
That's a lot of money.
She's known for her social activism, including support for LGBT rights and HIV/AIDS prevention. Cher is also known for trendsetting outfits, political views, and social media presence. Good for you. Good for you. This is why Howard likes to interview people like this, because he's like, stars, they're just like me. They're just like me. We're just very, very fabulous.
They're just like me. She has a kitten room.
Yeah. So, okay. So she's 78 years old. So let's calm down on this, really.
And do guys expect fabulous sex and fabulous because you're Cher and you're
and they get it.
You tell them. You tell them. Okay, so let us discuss that for a quick hot second. I'm still in utter amazement. So this dude's name is Alexander Edwards. He's a music executive. And he shares a son with Amber Rose. I mean,
Amber Rose? Are you serious?
So many 6 degrees of separation between basically the Kardashians, the Jenners, and everybody else. It's just a weird. God. So yeah. So here's Cher with her boyfriend. They've been together since 2022. 40-year age gap.
Oops.
He's 38, 37, something like that. On paper, it's kind of ridiculous, she said, but in real life, we get along great. He's fabulous, and I don't give men qualities that they don't deserve. So he dated Amber Rose for 3 years. Rose accused him of cheating on her with at least 12 different people. They share a son together. Yeah. So he's a music executive at Universal. Why?
Because.
Why?
Because just like Zoss Rapin is an executive for music and Sirius. So they.
Yeah. Okay. He produced music on Tyga's record label again.
I thought that's Tyga's.
Tyga. Again, a Kardashian Jenner.
Yes.
Wasn't one of them with him too?
Yes.
And then, of course, Amber Rose, who also doesn't she have a baby with a Kardashian? Am I confusing her with somebody else? He met Cher during Paris Fashion Week. Sure, why not?
Well, how many times has Beef been? Oh, Beef has never been there.
Silly. Oh, and he's got that grill.
No
bueno. He bought Cher an engagement-like ring. Sure, because why not?
Sure.
You can't give her babies, so why the fuck not? He helped Cher cope with the loss of her mother. Her mother died at 96 years old.
Holy mackerel.
Wow. Yeah, he's worked on music with her. Sure, why not? Fell in love with him via text. Why not? Let's go with it. They've walked many red carpets together. Of course, I bet you that's not even her real hair. I wonder if she takes that off and she has this
buzz cut,
chicken hair underneath it, like baby chick hair or something.
She you know what? She might at this point.
She kind of might.
Yeah,
that's okay. It's Cher. It's all right.
Cher. She can do whatever else she wants.
Okay, here's rung number 7. Here we go.
Or not selfish driven,
Two people in show business being in a relationship, is it a mistake, though? After all your years of reflection, is it just, there's only room for one star, I would think.
No, that's not true.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because honestly, none of her relationships had issues because of fame. It was other things that caused issues. It wasn't fame.
Yeah, because she and they were always famous. She was with Greg Allman. She was with Sonny Bono. I mean, she was with Gene Simmons. So
Greg Allman.
Fame was ever the Greg Allman, right? I don't think fame was the problem.
No, it wasn't the problem. No. It was
right?
Normal compatibility issues.
Although I was reading that she's been going for like not custody, but executor or something. She's been suing her son. Cher sues son. She's been suing her son. She sought a conservatorship over her son Elijah Blue Allman to manage his finances due to his alleged substance abuse and mental health issues. So she apparently was really concerned that as he gets money, because when he turns 40, he gets like all of the Greg Allman money, and she's worried that he's going to basically blow it all.
Being that his father was
thank you,
pretty heavy abuser, and didn't he
yes.
die of it? Yeah.
Well, and so is the son apparently. And
that's not good.
So she withdrew that actually just recently, but you know it's not going to end well for Elijah Blue. You just know.
I feel sad. I mean, but you know.
Yeah. Okay, here's wrong number 8.
With you and Gene, though, I mean, he's getting the best sex of his life. What happened? Why did you guys break up? It just kind of fell apart. He was on tour with Kiss. I mean, that's what the vibe I got from the book.
No, it was just over.
It was just over.
He's got no vibe. He's a nitwit. He's wrong number 9.
Like he was in love with me. And so that's what came up.
By the way, I also love that I feel like you forced the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to put you on first when you did. You didn't?
I did. Are you crazy?
Everything. He forced them to put Bon Jovi on first so that he could get the fuck out of there. I don't know.
And I like her answer to that though, because he brings that up.
Yeah.
And she's like,
I know. I looked for that. I don't know why I couldn't find it.
She went, really? You left early? I stayed all night. I had a lot of fun. Like calling him basically an old man. I stayed there all night.
If the shoe fits.
It's like, she's like, how many? She's 7 years older than him. 7 years older than him, and she's like, you're an old man. They had zero chemistry, none. It was painful because there was no rapport. It was this horrible Q&A session that just never went anywhere.
Too rapid fire. Like, I guess at this point he feels like he can't really do a decent interview unless it's 2 hours long. I mean, it's just kind of ridiculous though, actually.
This is another interview that could have gone 20 minutes and it would have been more than sufficient.
I'll even give you 45 minutes. I'll give you 45 minutes.
Okay.
Maybe even an hour. It's Cher. There's a lot of history there. You could go through many, many things. But 2 hours is just too much. Anyway, so here she is talking about and kind of bringing up his past a little bit too, which I love.
But thank you for
Actually, I wanted to eat glass before coming here, but now that I'm seeing you, I've had a great time. I could have done it the extra half hour.
Why?
See, now you know that Gary said, well, you know, Howard really likes to have a 2-hour conversation if possible. And Cher probably said, nah, no fucking way. I'm not giving him 2 hours of my day. I'm just not. So anyway, let me continue. If it won't.
But now that I'm seeing you, I've had a great time. I could have done it the extra half hour.
Why did you want to eat glass?
Because I heard things you said about me that I didn't like.
I know. I'm sorry. I know you had a come to Jesus moment and you're better. I am a better man. I was really fucked up. I mean, it's great to realize that and be able to say.
He doesn't even know what he's saying. He's so flustered. He says, it's great. I was a fucked up man. Wait, just listen. Let me finish the clip.
I know.
Sorry. Hang on. I don't know why.
Sorry.
I know you had a come to Jesus moment and you're better.
I am a better man. I was really fucked up. I mean,
that's great.
It's great to realize that and be able to say, I'm a pain in the ass and I'm sorry.
So am I.
Yeah, he was a little flustered at that.
I'm surprised he didn't just go out of my mind back then. I mean, literally, that was the out of my mind excuse right there. Such a pathetic. This is why we have no respect for him.
Yes.
Is because of stuff like this.
Yes.
Own it, bitch.
Yes.
Own it. You said it. Own it.
Yes.
Yes. Own it, you bitch.
We're so stupid with yes but lately. For some reason, it just feels so good to say every once in a while. Yes. Okay.
God, he's such a bitch. God, he is such a bitch. It really
It's okay. I
bothers
only
me.
have 4 more clips left, but
It
I'm
just
trying
bothered
to
me so much that he's such a bitch.
trying to read the chat as well and see what people are saying about this. That is kind of sad. Yeah, quack quack. Okay, let's go on. Okay, so then of course, so embarrassing.
It ends early, and they go into commercial.
Wait, hang on. I got this.
This is
cringeworthy. Cringeworthy because
this is a cringeworthy.
Robin
shit.
pops in.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Robin. I don't know. I didn't forget about this.
Basically, like, who the fuck is that, and where's that coming from? Here we go. Hang on.
This was really.
It was fun. I never thought it was going to be like this. I thought I wanted to pull my teeth out.
Oh, I'm so glad you came in.
I am
really
too, because it was
Cher,
much different than I thought.
I'm so glad you're here. We always loved you.
What are
this is
your
Robin.
headphones?
This is Robin, who we've been working together.
I saw her.
Yeah,
I know her.
Yeah.
But
and there was a
we've
guy
always
too.
Loved you.
Baba Booey. Yeah. We all yes.
Thank
Robin.
you.
And so we're so happy you're here.
Yeah.
So I love when Howard
Wow.
is always I, Robin is always we.
Thank you.
Really
Thank you.
Yeah, and get the audiobook too, because it's well done. Thanks, Cher.
Welcome. I'm glad you came in. I was pissed off when I found out that you only did it by Zoom.
No, I didn't know why they told you that. That's weird to me.
Why is that weird? You never come in. Why is that weird?
You didn't do that on Monday for Brolin.
Yeah. You didn't do it.
That was all Zooms.
Why is that weird? Why? Hold on. There's
so happy you're here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Really
thank you.
Yeah, and get the audiobook too, because it's well done. Thanks, Cher.
You're welcome. I'm glad you came in. I was pissed off when I found out that you only did it by Zoom.
No, I didn't know why they told you that. That's weird to me.
No,
I was
because
always
I said, why didn't someone tell me this? I have to talk to a guy on screen.
No.
That's why I was kind of shocked.
Never was going to be like that. Absolutely not. All right. Okay, Gary, I got it. I'm getting yelled at. You got handlers, and people are pissed.
Yeah, anything to avoid that conversation, sir.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Uncle Larry had posted that he said that was removed from the.
I would imagine so. Mr. Thin Skin is very, very scared of the Zoom talk because if I'm Josh Brolin, I'm firing my fucking staff. I'm literally just firing them because he's like, wait a minute, I was motherfucking Thanos, and this son of a bitch did me over Zoom. No, I'd be breaking shit.
Even when Steve Martin and Martin Short came in and they're sitting that stupid little couch looking at a big screen of Howard. I mean, it's so embarrassing. It's like, I will even give him a pass for the 2 years that he played sequestered flu fear man.
Yes.
But come on, get over it. Get over yourself. I know it's just so adorable that you can roll out of bed and go downstairs into your basement and never leave your hovel again. But you know what? Your fans and people that pay for your show deserve so much more than what you are giving them right now.
People that pay deserve a lot more than this. This
really
is
pathetic. This
is a free podcast level of garbage. I mean, seriously, this is free podcast level.
Free
YouTube
podcast
level.
Yeah. No, worse, I think. Worse. Let me see. What is this clip? I don't know why it's separated.
Gary, why didn't you tell Cher that I was going to be here? She was under the impression I was not going to be in the studio.
Yeah, I was shocked when she said that.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Her publicist
came in for Cher.
Cher's publicist came in and she goes to me, gee, I was told you were not going to be here. And I said, I don't know if you heard that exchange, but yeah, you did. I said, hey, I don't know why you were told that I wasn't going to be here. She goes, well, I guess Gary was busy with his crossword puzzle.
Yeah, I'm sure she said that.
Yeah, sure she did. Do you have the clip of them of Robin talking about before the interview? Before the interview, Howard and Cher were talking, but they weren't on mic, so Blobbin couldn't hear over Zoom.
Right.
So,
but go ahead.
And this is the funniest thing. So Blobbin is staring there at a camera as Howard and Cher are talking. He never introduces that Blobbin is there. And he's just basically cornering and just talking to Cher with the mics off so no one else can hear pre-interview stuff. And that's what's going on during these commercials. So Blobbin is like, I saw you guys talking, but I couldn't hear what you guys were saying. And I'm like, God damn, don't you realize that you're unimportant and don't mean anything to this show? When are you going to figure out you mean nothing?
And I love when she does that. We loved having you. We love we.
You're no we white man.
You're not we. You're not a we. Okay, you're just not. You're just not
there
a
ain't
we.
There ain't no we. There's no I in team, but there ain't no we either.
Yeah,
because you ain't part of this team, there, honey. No.
Howard is still pretty good in deceitful deflection. Only addressed the studio in regards to his one interview. Steered it all away from this being an outlier appearance in the studio. Yes, of course. But you know what? Nobody's stupid about this at this point. Like, everybody knows this. You know, she's obviously not a fan. Listener. She would know that he's never in studio. And you know what? I'm sure Gary got shit about this too, because, you know, how dare you not know? But the reality is, I bet you Gary didn't even know. I bet you Howard made a last minute audible.
Because he never, you know what the real tell is? Yesterday, there was not one bitch about driving in to New York. And he had hours to do it yesterday because there was no content.
And he would constantly tell us how he has to go into the city. And I'm not going to be able to nap, and it's going to take me 7 hours to get in. You're so right.
Yeah. So this was I think, and this is kind of, but a lot of based on the evidence, I think that he caught wind that if he didn't come in, Cher was going to bolt. Cher was literally going to go, fuck this, and just walk out.
Or he heard from somebody. Or he heard from somebody saying you should go in for this.
Yeah, because honestly, I think that she was going to leave if he was on Zoom. And honestly, that's why he probably made the decision. And do you think he drove in this morning?
No,
I don't. So you think he stayed in a New York apartment?
I think he had to.
I don't know, because he didn't make any talk about getting ready to be at the apartment, and
he'll bring it up next week or the week after.
No, maybe the week after. We don't know. We don't know when.
Really?
Don't know when.
By the way, 9 retweets.
Nicolas Cage. I mean, quirky guy, Greg. You got along well with him?
I quit the movie because they weren't going to hire him.
Oh, you went to bat for him. Who were they thinking of getting for that movie?
And this is an actor I love, Peter Gallagher, but there was only Nikki in my mind ever.
How'd you know him, or is it just you knew him from?
I didn't know him.
You didn't.
I saw.
So that's what the studio looks like now. Is this?
It's embarrassing.
My God! They changed the studio again, didn't they?
Yes, they did. They have the budget, and they changed the studio, and that is
Pentagon. Like if you don't use it, you lose it.
Wow,
that's amazing.
Horrible. That is so tacky. The Howard Stern across the top. That is as tacky as humanly possible.
With the Howard Stern behind her over here, is Fred supposed to be back here? I'm not understanding.
I think Fred. That's where Fred works every day.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, right. That's the thing that goes up and down.
Yeah, that is. Oh my God, this is embarrassing.
Jesus.
Oh my, who had the better wig on? She had the better wig on.
She has the better wig for sure.
Yeah, she has the better wig.
Yeah, let me see what else we got here.
Wow, look at that.
I loved Sonny. I became appreciative of Sonny and his skill because I didn't know a lot about Sonny's background. And then there were times I wanted to strangle him because he did horrible things.
I kept saying
what?
And
then there were.
What's this thing? Why is there just one chair? What if more than one person comes in? Do they
bring in a second chair
and make it into a couch? What goes on here?
What the hell? Wait, stop on that. Yeah, wait.
I'm not understanding.
It's literally just a wall. It's just a decorative wall that it looks utterly retarded. I mean, wow! Look at that. That's terrible. That's like a wall. It's a wall. Oh my God! Is there stairs behind there?
Are these mics?
Yes, they are. What is going on with this?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my! Wow. But I mean, serious. What an absolute waste of whatever they spent on that studio, because it's going to get used once
at all. if at all.
I mean, it's horrible too. I mean, the lighting in there is atrocious.
Came out and said, "Fuck."
Look at that lighting.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Whatever.
Fuck. But no, it's just amazing that this is their highest paid person with the highest budgeted show on their platform, and that is the absolute hunk of shit that they use as a studio.
The best they can do.
It's the best they can do.
It's the best they can do. All right, so help me with what. Okay, I didn't record it because who cares?
Yeah,
but of course, then Jill had to call in and
my God,
how fucked up it was that Ronnie didn't get to come in, and he missed
put
out.
The picture of Jill up.
Oh, hold on, I have it somewhere. Give me a second.
To have everyone remind you of Jill.
Nothing better than Jill. That fucking never gets old. It makes me laugh every goddamn time. Yeah. So Jill called in.
Jill called in.
Jill called in to just let us know that, Ronnie got screwed by not being there for such an amazing. I love this picture. It doesn't fucking get old. God damn it.
No, it doesn't. It literally, it's what my mind's eye. That's what I'm seeing.
Jill. That's Jill.
That's what I'm seeing in my mind's eye.
That's Jill. So then she called in. Ronnie then, which I also didn't record. Oh, maybe I did.
I hope you did because Ronnie went absolutely.
Let me see what I have.
He went ape shit. He went absolutely.
Anyway.
No, I actually did remove it because he said, "Oh yeah, well you know what? I didn't come in, and I'm not going to come in for that other thing either."
Yeah, which is the Christmas party.
Of course, it's the Christmas party, and so I don't blame him, but you know what? That's on you, Ronnie. You've all been marginalized, and he doesn't care. You're not there anymore. He started talking about the other bodyguard that they have and how wonderful he is.
Joe.
And the bodyguard was being like a dick too about it. Just,
Yeah.
just
well, he
dropping
sounds
the
like
salt.
an ex-cop.
And that's okay. I mean, that's what the show's supposed to be, just to kind of goof on people. But you know what? I think Ronnie is legitimately at that age where he doesn't have to give a shit anymore. I mean, he doesn't really have to care. And so he doesn't. So what else did I miss, if anything, before we do the ending of the show? Anything?
Jill calling in.
More Ronnie.
No, I was earlier in the show. I mean, just let's see, it really wasn't a lot. There was only a little bit of victory lap. Josh Brolin didn't get a lot of victory lap, which he got like one mention. But then the thing from yesterday, the fan thing from last week, got like a victory lap.
Yes,
it literally got a victory lap. The actual just after the show or during the show, all that became victory lap for this horrible contest of nonsense.
Yeah. What is Music Stream saying here? AC/DC is doing U.S. dates. I heard Axl is part of it. AC/DC is the best, but Brian sounds horrible. He shouldn't be touring, but they still sell major stadiums. You think he'll have them in? Is that something that might be coming down the pike? I don't know. I don't know what's going on for the rest of the year now, to be honest with you.
He is going to do at least 3 more shows. That's all I can tell you is because he has a 9, the top 9 of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's all he announced was that. So there may just be a week left for all we know because he didn't announce another guest. There was a bunch of movies coming out, but he just announced the stupid countdown show, which is telling me he's kind of going to be phoning it in very much so.
Oh, wait, maybe I think I have that. Maybe that's what's on my clip. Let me see what I got here.
Okay. It's really
anyway, speaking of interviews on the SiriusXM app, there's so many different things there under the Howard 100 and Howard 101 banner. You can get endless interviews. If you like interviews, you can stream hundreds of them.
And now he's reading.
On the app, anytime you create your own show. That's all on the SiriusXM app. Just search Howard Stern interviews, and a lot of people are going to have Thanksgiving around the interviews. They're going to be playing them in the background instead of music.
Really? Really?
And there's going to be 15 people around each radio.
Gathered around the things. Right. Instead of the turkey, the Nazi turkey, it will be the
Thanksgiving around the interviews. They're going to be playing them in the background instead of music. That's right. But a lot of good people up there. Paul Simon, Kristen Stewart, Michael Che, Emily Blunt, Brandy Carlisle, Gerard Carmichael, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Pink, Jon Stewart, Pamela Anderson, blah, blah, blah. Coldplay, Brendan Fraser, Courtney Cox, Al Michaels, Arsenio Hall, Kelly Clarkson, Alex Earl, Kevin Costner. There I go.
Goes on and on.
On and on and on. And I think that's it. Well, anything else, guys? Oh, Robin, there's always something else. We never leave.
Yes. There's always unfinished business.
This music only means one thing, Total Wine more.
Yeah, I like that.
It's so bad. The singing they should ask for their money back.
And like yesterday, it's like he got Gary in for one, he got Richard in for another, he got somebody else in for something else, and it's like, everybody's doing the ad reads now. But he does this when it's almost negotiation time too.
Well, the other thing is that the ad pays probably went down because a lot of these are shared among Sirius, so he's not going to spend his time doing it. He'll have other people read them. Because that's what always happens when the ad rates go down.
Interesting.
And his cut gets cut down. He just makes other people, because he did that one time when he called in sick that one time, which is bullshit. It was a negotiation thing. Remember, he had other people. He had JD reading the ads.
Yes.
He had JD flat out from the beginning to end. JD would read an ad. I'm like, okay. So you knew there was a negotiation afoot with ad revenue.
Well, I've talked to some people who think that he's not going to re-sign.
Why not?
That's what I said.
He has first right of refusal. He has Sirius basically can't do shit.
It's only
whatever Buchwald wrote, they're going to have to pay him to make him go away. Seriously.
Yeah.
Buchwald, I'll give Don this, man. That bastard knew how to write a contract, because he is basically there in perpetuity unless they probably drop a bunch of cash on him. Because honestly, if they're not going to be re-signing him, wouldn't they just tell him, yeah, whatever about the studio, whatever, because they would just like, no, we're not going to spend it. But they did. And what else are they going to do? Because Sirius really isn't ready to move on. As pathetic as this is, they still have nothing else. There's nothing else there.
They have Smartless, they have Conan, they have Call Your Daddy. Nope. Oh, Daddy.
Nope.
What?
Nope. None of those are. Howard as a name is still a name. He's terrible.
But not for new people. Like Call Your Daddy. Call Her Daddy has more listeners.
Absolutely.
Peak. So how is that not something?
But to the entertainment industry.
What entertainment industry? Everybody's changing over. There's a changing of the guard.
I understand that, but
they're different.
But the thing is, even the publicist, it was mentioned during the interview, the publicist knew who Howard was.
Yes, I mentioned that earlier.
And a lot of publicists know who Howard is, and it's still the thing. Until they go away, Howard still has the ear of the people that book, which is so friggin' insane. I mean, he is a dinosaur that is irrelevant. Unfortunately, with the right people, he's still relevant. And is
he ready to go off into the sunset? That's
no, absolutely not. Absolutely no.
That's another thing I wanted to mention on tonight's show, and I'm sorry I didn't get to it. So let's do it right now. Just give me 1 second here. I was shocked. Shocked, I tell you.
You were shocked.
Shocked, I tell you. Just give me a second. Let me pull it up. You got to give me a second. Sorry, because
I can.
I was not really. I was not prepared.
Yes, Rupert Pumpkin. SiriusXM does need his name, because otherwise Wall Street will pummel that piece of garbage even harder than they're pummeling it.
So let's talk about this. Sorry, I'm going to end the show with this because this is really just kind of crazy to me.
It's crazy to you?
Okay. And we all talked about it on RadioGunk.com in the forum section.
We did.
But fucking Jay Leno.
Oh, yeah. What is wrong with this guy?
Holy mother of God. So
Jay, come on.
This is what he looked like in conversation yesterday. He fell down a hill at the Hampton Inn. So let's talk about, there's many things to talk about here. So
let's start at the beginning of this, that this man is staying in a Hampton Inn.
Of course, this is the obvious introduction to what I wanted to say, but yes.
What on earth happened to Jay Leno?
Oh, your poor face.
Look at my eye.
Oh my gosh.
Jay Leno is all bruised up. The left side of his face is black and blue. His eye is swollen shut. And look at his injured wrist.
I broke my wrist, lost the nail on the finger, and then I'm all black and blue.
The comedian says he fell down a 60-foot hill.
I said, well, the hill doesn't look that steep. Let me take it down. And then
You rolled down a hill?
Oh,
that's not true.
No, that's true.
Jay Leno says he was staying at a Hampton Inn about 30 miles outside of Pittsburgh on Saturday night when he wanted to have dinner at a local restaurant before his show. Instead of walking a mile and a half down the road, he decided to take a shortcut down the hill. Not a good idea. This is believed to be the steep incline he tumbled down.
Well, I hit a bunch of rocks. It was 60 feet.
Incredibly, the famous workaholic legend performed just 3 hours later without even taking a day off to nurse his injuries. Last night, he was back at it again, performing at a comedy show in Beverly Hills. This is just the latest mishap to afflict Leno in recent years. In November 2022, he was severely burned in a fire inside his garage.
I went to the Grossman Burn Center, and I got a new face. That's a brand new ear.
Leno needed skin grafts, and there he is undergoing hyperbaric therapy at the world-renowned Grossman Burn Center in Los Angeles. Tomorrow night, he'll perform at Comedy for a Cause in Hermosa Beach to raise money for the Burn Foundation. His thank you for saving his life.
Will you be able to see again?
It'll be fine. I'm not worried about it.
What is wrong with this man?
So many things. There's so many things.
Okay.
So many things.
First off, he's headlining 30 minutes outside of Pittsburgh, which in itself is justifiably wrong. Okay.
Yes.
He's staying at a Hampton Inn.
So you know what this actually beckons. There's two things. Things. How much of a pain in the ass is his wife that he has to go out 30 miles outside of Pittsburgh to do his show?
No, she has. Don't you forget, Mavis has Alzheimer's.
Oh, that's even more reason. But the other thing is, this guy banked. He banked his Tonight Show money. Banked it. He did not spend a penny of that Tonight Show money. All his spending money came from his gigs.
$450 million, you guys.
Jesus, and you're staying at a Hampton Inn? Come on, dude.
Come on. Something's not adding me. I'm sorry.
Jesus,
this is not adding up for me. Either
that, or maybe he's Sicilian, because that sounds as cheap. That sounds about that cheap.
No, but seriously, how does one do that? And more importantly, how do you allow yourself to do that and then go out and perform at a comedy club the next day?
He's at the I don't give a fuck level.
He has $450 million.
That.
What are you doing?
Wait. And you know what the best irony was? Is that he didn't have a car. That's why he walked. The man that has a warehouse full of cars didn't have a car.
Well, it's in Pittsburgh, to be fair.
But still, there's a thing called rentals.
What is he doing? Right. Why doesn't he have like a person?
Drive him around. I don't get this.
How come a person doesn't pick him up? The internet isn't buying Jay Leno's claim that he was badly bruised falling down a hill.
I totally believe it. I'm sorry.
He set up a charity event this week with Bruce Face and Eye Patch. 74. He's Ronnie's age. Ronnie's 75. He said he chose to walk down a steep hill to go grab something to eat before a show instead of walking the mile and a half down the road to make it to the restaurant. How does this make sense?
There's a service that's called Uber or Lyft, and you know what the service does? It would come to where you are.
They'll just pick food up for you.
Yes, but no, even if he wanted to go to the restaurant, they would just pick him up and drop him at the restaurant.
Wait, look at this is so much better. Leno didn't go straight to the hospital after his fall. He performed the show. which was in the Pittsburgh area, and then waited until he returned to Los Angeles before seeking treatment.
It'll be fine. He'll buff out.
He was also burned in an accident in his garage and suffered injuries from a motorcycle accident in recent years.
He broke his collarbone. That's always smart at 70-something to break your collarbone.
Isn't buying Jay Leno's story about falling down a hill. People have placed the blame on loan sharks, the mafia, revenge, and even the Clintons, of course. Sure, why not?
Insane. Come on.
People are insane, honestly.
But, the thing is, the burns, it wasn't from a fire. What it was is that he was playing with a Stanley steamer, which is a steam-generated car.
Okay.
And the tank let go, and his face got burned by steam, which is
Christ, that's brutal.
Which is 1,000 times worse than a
melted
fire.
His face. It literally melted his face.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus.
The only logical explanation for this is that Jay Leno must have some dirt on the Clintons. So everybody has like a weird conspiracy theory, but I don't understand him, and I think that's probably the most boneheaded, stupidest thing.
It's up there. It really is up there. As a veal, as much as a veal as Howard is, this guy could use a little bit of that veal to not accidentally kill himself.
It just doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't.
I mean, you gotta really, really super hurt. I mean, you've already really, really super hurt yourself. Please, with peace and love, please slow down a little bit. Please.
Yeah.
Just please.
Yeah.
Get a car.
Kill yourself, you idiot.
Please.
All right. Well, that's it for us tonight, my friends. Definitely going to do a Patreon show next week. Howard is on vacation. Maybe we'll do 2 shows. I don't know. Definitely going to do Channel 9 show. I've had this amazing Riley clip I've been dying to get to. So hopefully Dennis will join me for that. And we'll do that, and we'll just laugh at it. It's so funny and delicious. But yeah, we're going to start the Channel 9 shows next week. And it is Thanksgiving week, so I'm not sure exactly when show will be, but we'll definitely do one earlier in the week, and then probably I'll do one later in the week. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that'll definitely be next week sometime. And yeah, if the mood strikes me over the weekend, I feel like doing something, we'll do that as well. And that's it. And that's all I got. Yesterday before you came on, since I was by myself,
sorry,
I sang the karaoke version of Celine Dion all by myself. I mean, it was horrible, as you can expect. But can you believe I got a fucking copyright thing because they said that?
Are you serious?
I swear to God, from the karaoke version of All by Myself.
So you did a karaoke version. So you're singing the song.
Yes.
It's not
the karaoke
their
version of the song.
Right. So that's the public domain version of a song.
Yes.
You sang it. Maybe because it was so bad, they just didn't want you ever to play it ever again.
I think that's exactly what it is. I think that's exactly what happened. Yes, I must have. Yes. All right. So, Dennis, what do you got going on? DJ's Classic Garage.
Well, I'm still working on some things. I'm editing because that takes a long time. But I do have a really cool video that you haven't seen. You should go see it. It's on the death of car culture. It's actually makes you think about just the way we look at cars and the way people interact with cars and interact with each other. It's actually very it was very hard to do because it's actually a little bit on the sad side. And that and I have a bunch of stuff coming up. Because I play with my cars. Yeah,
So there you go.
Yeah, it's all there.
Yeah. Mo party. All right, so friends, pay attention on Patreon because I'll be posting some stuff up there, letting you know what's going on. And as for us, I think this is it for the next week and a half, unless maybe do the Riley thing as a YouTube live
or Patreon. Oh yeah, that would be a YouTube live, I guess. Yeah,
right. Patreon it'll be 10 of us circle jerking. Whatever. All right, friends. So have a great night. If I don't talk to you, have an amazing Thanksgiving. And like that. We'll see you in Thanks for hanging with us tonight. Please join us for any discussion at RadioGunk.com in the forum section. Follow us on Instagram or Twitter at RadioGunk. And don't forget to like this and subscribe to us and hit that little bell so that you know when we're going to have a new show. Thanks.